Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 12th of July 2021 and the time now is 6:17 a.m. Well, today is a video review and then the topic is build your house in 1 hour. So before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. Yeah, firstly for this house, it did surprise me because yeah, this is not something that I can expect because you say to build a house in a different way. I thought they still need to start from the scratch. I mean, they go to the place and they start building it. Maybe they use some uh, high technology to build it. Yeah, but for this one, this is the Boxabl casita, the small house, and then they can even use a lorry to carry it, and then it is affordable. Yeah, and it also can have two story, right? Yeah, and then yeah, this is so amazing. And then I think for this one they wanted uh, to target a market that affordable, yeah, and then people can use just very little money to build a house, to have a house. And yeah, I click in the website, the official website of this Boxable, this company, and then I saw that yeah, even they can the whole building, the basic one, the standardized one, it the house, the casita costs around 50K US dollar, and then for this they can also um something like we can also buy this house and then pay the mortgage. We don't have to pay 50K uh, at once. So for the monthly mortgage, it only costs 200 to 500 depending on how long you want to pay for the mortgage. Yeah, so it's really, I think, affordable. It's much more affordable for them um, in the US. But yeah, for international, also in the video it says that yeah, they have the plan to do that. And then I try to find whether it is already in Malaysia, but I didn't find any result. And but it is not the important point. Yeah, the key points here I think is they already made it possible, and then yeah, everything is so convenience, and then also I was also quite shocked that there are already some elect electric appliance inside. Yeah, so yeah, it is amazing, and then with the I saw the solar panel on the roof, so it means that they also have the plan to something like to source the electricity uh, in that way. Yeah, but I believe they still require to connect to the electricity supply. Otherwise, for those solar panel, I think it's not enough to support the whole house every day. Yep, and then
And how
um,
good
mm,
as kitchens and bathrooms, right?
sorry.
As kitchen, so all the electric appliances, for example, like the microwave,
Mm,
the ovens,
yeah.
so like the fridge.
Mm.
The bathroom, it includes everything. Yeah,
Yeah, and the toilet. Wow.
and the bathroom and the toilet.
Mm.
Also, it also includes the heat, I think
Heater.
heater, and also
Mm.
air conditioner.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all and the whole, and then also lighting the the whole house.
Mm.
And then what didn't include is actually, if I'm not wrong, is actually the bed, the bed,
Mm.
the bed set, and also
How about the sofa? I think that's also not included
it.
because that is the living room, is it? Because they have one side they need to fold up.
Yeah, yeah, right.
So maybe if they include, maybe they also need to put it into another package.
Yeah.
I mean packaging. Yeah. Yeah, and then yeah, really convenient, right?
Mm,
Yeah, and also that house isn't so budgetary. You can see the house is modern, is beautiful.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the size actually is not acceptable for Asian country actually, especially like in Malaysia. Singapore, I'm not sure, but Singapore, you need to prepare the land. So
Yeah.
in Singapore, if you decided to live in this kind of house, it will be quite expensive if you include the land cost.
Mm.
And this is actually only 375 square feet,
Mm.
square meter.
Yeah.
Mm. But actually, it doesn't matter. What matter is actually the technology,
Mm. Yep.
and also the the possibility. And one of the companies say that in the past, we actually built our house at the site, and then unlike other products, we actually can build in factory and then ship to location.
Mm.
Now they are able to do that. They build the house in the factories and then they ship the house to your location.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in the video, in the video that that I put inside our English positions,
Mm.
one of it actually mentioned about this company Boxabl. They cooperate with a lot of, what is it called, the contractor, or maybe the electric contractor, something like that. And they cooperate with the local electrical electricians. Okay, they cooperate
Mm.
with local electricians. So uh when you order a house, you also can look for electricians on on their website, which available
Mm.
in your current location, and then you can contact them. And then once you get your house, and then you can ask the ask the electricians help you to do all the plugging, and then your connect connect the electricity
Mm.
to your,
Yeah.
and also same as well as the water supply.
Mm. Right.
So initially I thought it actually just the electricity is just supported by the solar, and it's not the case. And you can link your house to the local electricity
Mm.
supply. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this house is still expensive for us. If
Mm.
you, yeah, this is 50k US dollar. If you convert into Malaysian ringgit, it's 200k Malaysian ringgit, and
Yeah.
Malaysian ringgit, we can buy a bigger size of house, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Like apartments and like the flat, or maybe some like the government support portable house.
Mm.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. And actually in US, the house price is actually quite expensive. Mm. For similar size of house, the price could like more than 100K or more than 200K. Mm.
Mm. Wow.
So
So it's more than double, right?
yes. Mm.
Mm.
So that's why the Boxables become so become a famous company. And actually one of the case that make this Boxable so popular is actually the Elon Musk. Yeah, if you search some news, let's say go to Google, you type Boxable and Elon Musk,
Mm.
and you can source one of the news is Elon Musk he saw all his house that one as that one house which contains his memory, maybe with his family or with his like ex-wife or something like
Mm.
that. And he only lived one house, and then he moved to this kind of small size house, which is built
Mm.
by the people. Mm. Yeah, so we actually mm, yeah boost the boost the rent and also boost the like the mm,
The train.
another trend. What I want to say is let this company, what Elon Musk do is let this company expose to the expose to the public. Yeah,
Mm. Yeah.
people concerns what Elon Musk do, and then when Elon Musk doing something like this, and then you see, wow, actually there's one company like this.
Mm.
And it seems like this Elon Musk is also one of the investors of this possible this company. Mm,
Mm.
yeah, so it could be some some marketing involved.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah, and what surprised me is actually the housing price. Mm, by looking this, and do you think that actually Malaysia house price could still increase, still have the
Um.
increase?
Uh. Increase. I think it's hard to say.
Mm,
Yeah. It's hard to say. For I think for these few years, maybe it's not increasing. Maybe it's decreasing. Uh. For longer term, um, maybe it will still increase.
mm,
Yeah. Yeah. But for this kind of affordable house, casita, small house, um, uh, is they the only one that have uh these products?
means only few company able
Uh-uh.
to discount house.
Yeah.
I think yes. Because I think you need a big capital, and then you need some technology. You also need the
Mm.
R&D departments, and besides of US, I don't think the company can survive in any other country.
Mm.
Mm, oh,
Yeah.
like if you kind of want to like create this business in Malaysia,
Yeah.
and then the local government don't support you.
Mm.
Yeah, so you couldn't you couldn't sell your house in local market.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is the biggest obstacle, and maybe after this factor, price also could be the factor, right? Because this is still something high technology, and maybe we need to wait until the price goes down. They scale up uh, the production.
Mm.
Yeah, make it competitive compared to traditional house.
But actually, the Boxabl can like the Tesla set a new factory in other country like in China, and then
Mm.
it can build a house in China, so the cost will be lower, and it can ship to other country. Yeah, but
Mm.
how it can be reduced the price? Cutting half is already very amazing.
Yeah.
Can you cut the price 50K to 5K? Impossible. I
Mm.
could, mm,
Yeah.
yeah, because there are some reason. Maybe the material cost is more than that, and also they need they need to earn some profit to recover the investment.
Mm. Yep.
And let's say, and then let's say they already have so much house. They already have so many house in the world. And even though you can build a cheap house, but why you want to sell that cheap? You don't have that. You don't have you don't have enough market. You don't have enough market because the supplies of the house is already that high.
Mm.
And of course, becoming this market, you can increase the supply even greater, and then it will it will it will actually reduce the house price. Mm. It actually will reduce the house price. So maybe a strategy is don't produce that much, and then because you don't have that much demand, and this kind of house is kind of like one time purchase. They
Mm.
won't purchase your house every year or every 2 years, every 5 years. Mm.
Yeah.
And so this is a reason why the price couldn't go that low. Mm.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't think the price could go like uh maybe there is some possibility it can cut half. Mm. To 25K per unit. I don't think it could go down to like 5,000.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
And even 25K convert to our Malaysian ringgit, this is let's say
100.
yeah 100K, and within 100K we also can buy some apartments, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so maybe this kind of house is target the developed countries and those countries who experience the the the, the the increased
Skyrocket house price.
target house price, and the house price is very expensive.
Mm. Yeah, like Singapore, I think is possible if they have the land for that, right?
Yeah,
The places.
but the land could be more expensive than the house. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
really.
uh, I don't think possible actually.
Because you cannot fight with the flat and the apartment, right?
Mm, yeah,
Yeah, because the land is so precious in Singapore.
mm, yeah. So yeah, actually, I think Malaysia and especially for our Asian country,
Mm.
uh, this is not low probability, low probability people will buy this house.
Mm.
And also there are some other choice, which is, do you heard about mm, some people build a house in their car, or not the car, it's actually
Ah,
house like
yeah.
a
Big
lorry.
van, right? Or the
Yeah.
bus.
Mm, yeah. And and they can, yeah, they can quote unquote drive their house to another location.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, just now you said what? Is it the ship or the boat?
I say the lorry or something
Oh,
like that.
mm.
Mm. And the ship is also possible, but it could be more expensive, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
But if it is also um I mean they can move, right? Movable.
Mm. Okay, let's say the price is exactly the
Mm.
same as the same as the price you buy uh in the quote unquote a movable house
Mm.
local, and the size of the house is exactly the same,
Okay.
which the price is same. And I mean the price here is this house plus the land cost
Mm.
plus other like electricians and
Yeah.
maybe further renovations, and also compare with the local house,
Mm.
which so you include some renovations,
Yeah.
include the electricity cost, all that,
Mm.
and, and the cost of buying this house and use the house is exactly the same. The size is the same. Which one we prefer?
Yeah, I think for movable one, of course they have the benefit that the house is movable. You can move your house,
Mm,
and so I think movable house is better. But
mm,
I will also consider the land problem. Um, yeah, because you want to move, you also need a land, a piece of land which is uh, uh, possible for you to move, and then it is legal, something like that.
yeah, and you couldn't buy a very very little piece of land, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah. Unless the country embrace this concept, and then they prepare uh, the land which the houses, those movable houses can move in and out.
mm. But
Yeah.
maybe some businessmen, some company will buy big piece of land, and
Mm,
then you they
yeah.
cut into one unit, and then they can rent you, and you can come to the locations. You can set your house at there, and then you
Mm,
pay the monthly land rental. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it also could be possible. Mm,
Yeah. Yeah. And also yeah, if in that case, I think maybe you don't have to move your house. If your house is standardized, maybe you just can totally something like move into the other house, right?
if to the other house, what do you mean? Is it same as we kind of like rent a house?
Ah, yeah.
Then what's the point you buy the house?
Um, yeah, it depends on how the concept go. Because for example, if traditional house, the house price will keep increase, right?
Mm,
Yeah, for this kind of house, if this kind of house they try to make it because you buy it and then uh, your house is movable. You don't have to worry that after you want to move to another house, the house price will increase and then you have to buy another house. No, but it is something like you already buy it and then maybe you can choose to move into the other one, which is the same as yours.
Why?
Um, yeah, but you also need to bring you also need to move your own things. Like your furniture is also difficult.
Then your house set in the old locations.
Yeah, maybe they are like the rent bicycle which the company will go and take.
Mm, then why you yeah, so the point here is why you want to buy a house. Why not you just rent a house?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, and also one other thing is
Mm.
if this kind of house mm, have something like the investment property,
Yeah.
yeah, so that means is there any features, is there any value to invest this kind of house? It seems I know, right?
Mm. Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, because the price is already set by the company who built this kind of house.
Mm.
So brand new one is 50K. How can your house price more than that?
Mm.
And
Yeah.
your un- uh the price of your old house more than 50K, more than the new. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. I
And
think maybe investment is possible for land instead of the moving house.
mm, yeah. So yeah, because we talk about house investment. Actually, technically, we are buying the location, right?
Mm.
The
Yeah.
And and yeah. So but could it affect the whole real estate market?
Um.
I think in developed country, those skyrocket house price may stop rising or and also maybe will decline. Yeah, but for Asian country, it's not
Mm.
likely to affect, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and I remember a few years ago, Jack Ma, which is the founder of the Alibaba,
Mm.
and he say one thing which is in future we will see something some phenomena which is the house price is cheap as the vegetable.
Mhm.
So,
Mm.
mm, yeah, it could be true. It actually could be true for the developed country. But for mm, developing country, I see still long way to go. Is it? Mm.
Mm. Yep.
Unless the local house price increase a lot. Mm.
Yep.
And also, if you kind of think like what kind of locations will have high house price is actually in big cities.
Yep.
And big cities, why why the house price is very expensive is because of the land. Land is very expensive and the location.
Yeah.
So and only the contractor, only like the property company, they buy a big piece of land and then they build the apartment, they build the condo,
Mm.
condominium, and then he used same piece of land and built a lot of units.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they can well use land. Mm.
Yep.
If you let's say if you want to build 100 units or maybe 1,000 units, this by using this kind of house,
Mm.
then you need a big piece of land.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
So not this is not uh feasible in big cities.
Mm.
Mm.
Yep. Yep, and we saw just now they only mentioned two-story,
Mm,
and I believe that if it is higher than two-story, maybe it's the fifth floor. I afraid that I also don't dare to move in.
yeah.
Mm, yeah, because they just stick up, right?
Yeah, and how about the safety, and then how about the security? Uh, Maybe it's a security, the real security, or maybe it's a sense of security. Will you prefer a movable house or will you prefer movable house?
For security, I think a movable house is uh safer.
At least, for the sense of
Mm,
security, right?
yeah, yeah.
I think the security is exactly the same because they mentioned this kind of house couldn't catch a fire.
Mm,
Mm,
yeah.
and a normal house, like our house, uh, could have fire.
Mm,
So maybe the safety mm, is this castle house would be safer, but actually for the sense of security, we will think like, yeah, this is not that safe.
mm, yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
mm.
Yep, and then actually I also concerned about the life of these kind of boxable cassette, but
Why?
I in a short time I couldn't get the answer from my research. I mean, how many years can this last? Maybe uh, uh, 50 years or 100 years, and then how about I think they must need some regular service, right? Something like that. You need
And,
to
and,
service your house, maintenance.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah, but uh, but the house already becomes like high technology, involve a lot of technology,
Mm.
and yeah, the mm, yeah, actually I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether it can be called high technology, but the material is exactly a lot of difference. Have a lot of difference
Mm.
and with our unmovable house.
Yeah.
Mm, just one example, the fire. So it includes a lot of steel, include a lot of light, the metal. Mm.
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 Yeah.
So if there's something goes wrong, can you find somebody know how to do the maintenance?
Mm. Yep.
Mm, It's also one problem.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. And I think also it is not mentioned, but I'm also not sure. For the toilet, I think the drainage system of the toilet could also be a problem.
Yeah.
If they can set up in such a short time, I mean, I think the toilet should be something like the public toilet. You have to send somebody to clear it, maybe every week or every few days, right?
Mm. Oh. I don't know how the how the so-called I don't know what is the system called. Maybe the sheet system.
Oh, yeah.
So after you flush your toilet and then
Mm,
yeah, your shit will goes to the underground. And
yeah.
maybe the government or maybe the private company uh will help you to send your shit to another location and then do something like cleaning or something like that.
Mm,
So kind of like help you to clean and then to help you to collect your shit.
mm,
Mm, just like the rubbish, just like
yeah.
a trash. And because your house is moved into a location
Yeah.
that nobody expect, yeah, nobody can expect. And so maybe at that location there's no system available.
Mm, yep.
System is not available. So you couldn't connect to the system uh, mm, easily. Mm.
Yeah, I think it's almost impossible. Uh, Even though if you move to the area, the housing area, with the these so-called sheet system, yeah, I think it's also not easy to something like to connect it to the one that is already there.
Mm. And then how about your current house? Because this is something like the self-built house, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. How your family deal with that?
Um, Actually, I also don't know how they are connected, but I think we use also the proper way as other house, and I also believe that for this housing area, the developers the developers uh, already built a system.
Mm.
Yeah, I believe it is like this because I didn't see um, um, some big project to do this. Yeah, from the scratch, I only see yeah, that there is no uh, big project for that. I didn't see any big project for the toilet drainage system.
Mm. Yeah. Shit.
Yep.
It, uh, cannot be big. Cannot be
Mm,
big.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but actually we all of us paid for this every year, right? In Malaysia it's called Indah Water.
Oh, yeah. I didn't wait.
And it is not expensive. In a year I think is kind of maybe it's $100 or lower.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Do you have anything want to add?
Um, yeah, no.
Do that. Okay. So that's all for our today conversation. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversation? Please tell us what you think about conversation. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocabulary mistakes that we make, please also comment to let us know because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember, like and subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.